Cowboys Nation. How the hell y'all feeling right now?
Yo, this is Neville Gallimore from the Dallas Cowboys, and I want to give a major shout out to Mike Tag. Keep bringing the hype to the Cowboys Nation. We love and appreciate it. Now, can you dig it?
What is up, Cowboys Nation? Hopefully you guys can hear me loud and clear. We just handled that business, and then you just saw what happened. Looked like we're going to be playing Green Bay. This is starting to be a little bit old times. We kind of talked about it. Yeah, Jimmy Johnson getting in the Ring of Honor, and now all of a sudden things seem to be going our way. You saw what happened with Detroit. You saw Philly choke it away. Now the Cowboys win the East, secure that number 2 seed. And now what do? We welcome in the Green Bay Packers back to the 90s, so to speak, you know what I'm saying, for a little bit of revenge. So this revenge tour is looking pretty sweet, if you ask me. How you guys feeling today, man? Game was a little, a little worried in the beginning, a little slow in the beginning. What's up, guys, man? How you guys feeling? Let's just talk about it. The Cowboys, everyone had us, you're not going to get it done. Oh, we're going to be the wild card team. Who we going to play? Let's not, should we play the 5th seed or what do we want to do? Hey, man, I said, you go out there and we win. We're the number 2 seed. You're going to be the home team for at least 2 playoff games. You let the chips fall where they may, so to speak. And the Cowboys handled that business, took care of Washington the way they were supposed to. I haven't been dominant on the road, so they say. Can't win on grass, so they say. We checked that box. Aubrey missed a kick, comes back and hits a 50-yarder. So really, how you guys feeling? How you feeling about facing the Packers? I mean, I haven't really seen a whole lot about them. I don't know about you guys, but what are you thinking? What are you thinking about Green Bay? Yeah, Green Bay over the Rams. Maybe that's a better matchup for us because the thing is, if you look at the playoffs, it's gonna. I think. I don't know. I think the Bucs are gonna beat the Eagles, and it wouldn't surprise me if the Rams end up beating the Lions. If one of those things happen, there could be a little bit of shakeup. And I said all you need is San Francisco just to make one little mistake. Cowboys handle their business, and the next thing you know, we could be having some home cooking all through the playoffs. So. It's going to be, Jordan Love, is he really good? Is he? I mean, I don't know. I'm going to trust you. The Packers seem to have a way with quarterbacks, but, I don't know. Jimmy Dee, where's Jimmy Dee at? Let's see. Jimmy Dee's here? I mean, his team got absolutely annihilated by the Saints. I feel bad for my man, Jimmy. Hopefully he'll be on tomorrow to talk about it. But, what do you guys, how are you guys feeling? That all the concerns, at least for me, I don't know about you guys, the concerns I had for the running game felt a little bit better today. Now, granted, we played Washington, so I'm not going to sit there and say, all is cured, but we played Washington. CeeDee Lamb, I mean, right now, see what happens with Tyreek tonight, leading the NFL in receiving. I mean, that hasn't been done by a Cowboy, so that's pretty damn sweet. Dak Prescott right now leading the NFL in touchdowns. I think that'll hold up, right? The one thing I am seeing, definitely concerned about Gilmore. You guys let me know because I was hanging with Tampa Bay Cowboys Nation group. So you're watching it on in a bar. I originally thought maybe it was something with his wrist, but it looks like it's a shoulder. So I'm hoping that there's something not too serious, maybe a little stinger, maybe something. But if you guys know, definitely let me know. Dowdle, it was good to see him. It was awesome to see him going, man. That was definitely what I wanted to see. How many rushing yards did we get this game? I wanted to see 200. You guys tell me, were we close? Were we not close? What we end up with? But it's definitely a great day to be a Cowboys fan. And I always say, for these Eagles and for the haters, and if you're a man, you don't cry about it. You take life with the ups and the downs. If you're a Cowboys fan, you're never down. You're always up. That's why we're going to be playing the playoffs in a $1.5 billion stadium, and these Eagles playing a stadium that's a third the cost. I don't know what the Commanders are playing in, but I'd be embarrassed to be seen in it, and I'm glad we don't have to show our faces around there anymore. So Cowboys Nation, this is a day to rejoice. This is a day to let all the haters that you've been hearing all this shit from all year talk about these Cowboys. We handled our business. They left us for dead. We lost to Buffalo. We lost to Miami. All these guys say, oh, the division's over, the season's over. Now it's a playoffs. Now you got to prove yourself. You got to prove yourself in the playoffs. They got to walk the aisle, right? That's what we say. You got to walk the aisle. They got to go in. You can't take any team lightly. I know Green Bay is the one, a lot of people from the experts is a better matchup for us than the Rams, but we can't go out there and take them lightly. We can't go out there and lay an egg. We're 16-0 at home. We got a 16-game winning streak. Everything is falling right. We got 2 home games. We win them both. Let's see what happens with San Francisco. If we got to go to San Francisco, just remember, guys, we did this story once before. And like I said, maybe Jimmy Johnson, we talked about this curse. Maybe there's just something to it. Maybe there needs to be that storybook ending, so to speak. We go into Candlestick and handle business. But first things first, Green Bay is on our mind. Green Bay is all we're thinking about. And it's about time to get this little, like we'd say, rivalry renewed. So what's up, my man, Frankie? Now, Frankie might be thinking about heading out to AT&T for a little playoff game. Are you guys heading out there? I am up in the air. I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to be very difficult for me to make both games. So I think I'm going to go to this. They better win the first one because I'm planning on going to the second one. I don't know if I'm going to make the first game, man. 130-plus rushing yard. Not bad. I wanted to see 200, but I'll take that. I will take that. Keep looking up, bro. It's the stars. Like I always say, have a nice day. Yes, we always look up to the stars. We always have. It's a great day being a Cowboy fan. Job is not finished. Absolutely not. We're not Philly. We don't raise championship, NFC East division championship, whatever you want to call them, banners. We're not putting that up. We're going to enjoy it today. We got Victory Monday tomorrow, and then all eyes are on Green Bay. That's all we're going to care about. We're going to have shows kind of breaking it in. We've got a great show with Boys in the Zone that we're going to be doing as well. So there's going to be a lot of fun. But I say, Cowboys Nation, we enjoy this one. Enjoy this tonight, like my man Michael said. You enjoy it tonight. So Gilmore's injury has you concerned. Does anyone know any update on what the injury? I saw it was a shoulder. Definitely want to see if it's serious. That would be a killer if he has any significant injury. Also saw that I think Philly had some injuries. I think A.J. Brown. Anyone know anything on A.J. Brown? You never want to wish any injuries on anybody. Hopefully he's okay. I know Hurts had a finger hurt, so hopefully he's okay. But definitely, what a great day for football, guys. I mean, Week 18, you had all these matchups, all these games coming down to the wire. I was just watching the end of the Rams 49ers, and you had Green Bay, and you had Seattle. You had all these games. The Buccaneers kind of pulled that one out. The Saints needed that win. They absolutely demolished the Falcons. I hate to say that. Sorry, Jimmy, if you're listening. Knee injury for Brown. Hopefully that's not serious. I didn't see any of the Eagle game, but boy, it got out of hand. And I know they started pulling their starters. They wanted a little buffer, a smoke screen, what we like to say, an excuse, because all them Eagles. I don't know if they've been trolling in Twitter. It's been pretty quiet out there for all of us, but But really, it's a good time, Cowboys Nation, man. And I predicted 12-5. I told you guys to relax. I told you guys when we lost a couple of these games, it's a long season. You just kind of see how it goes. You just kind of play it out. And lo and behold, when all the games are done, we're sitting on top, the NFC East Division champions. And it's really crazy that there hasn't been a repeat champion for like 20-something years. And damn right, Frankie, we ain't afraid of nobody. You put any team in front of the Cowboys, we're going to handle that business. We're at home. It's like I said, I can't believe people actually said, get the fifth seed, get the fifth seed. We want the man, how the hell are you going to want the fifth seed when you got an opportunity to be at home for a minimum of 2 games if you handle your business? When we're 16-0 at home, your best opportunities at home. We play our best at home. Why the hell would anybody sit there and think that we're worrying about playing for the 5th seed? I'll never get over it. I'll never understand it, but it is what it is. Pretty sure Gilmore's shoulder strain. He was in a sling in the locker room, but moving her arm around. Okay, thanks for the insight. Hopefully it's nothing serious. Hopefully that's nothing serious, man. And Dan Quinn 151 got me ready until midnight. Or Don Q. Don Q. Yeah, and Ultra, give your love to Dak, man. What another good game. And again, it's Washington. We're not going to sit here and pop the champagne bottles and do all that. But this was a mental game. If you watch the show that we talked about this morning, what did we all say? And everyone was in the chat talking about it. We need to dominate. We need to leave the game feeling good. Feeling good about going into the playoffs. We didn't want the reminiscence of last year, reminder of last year, we would go in there and we shit the bed. We want to go dominate, get our starters out, dominate the game, and that's what we did. And now you're going into the playoffs feeling good, feeling pretty healthy, right? Hopefully Gilmore's okay. But for the most part, Martin didn't play, Tyler Smith didn't play. And how good did you feel running the ball? With a couple of our best offensive linemen out that gave some guys that some backup, some work. So Tyler Smith's going to be back for the playoffs. Zach Martin will be back for the playoffs. So we're going to get all the horses back that we need. You keep your fingers crossed, Cowboys Nation. Say a little prayer if you're spiritual for Gilmore to hopefully there's nothing serious about it. But, we came out as clean as you'd love. And Philly media is going to be worse than Ultra Cal. Yeah, Ultra, you're probably right. I told you guys, I listened to Philly radio last week, and it was entertaining. It was definitely entertaining, and I will probably listen to it maybe a Monday or Tuesday on my way to work just for some fun, because it's always good to get some good laughs, and you always, there's nothing like it. But, man, I had a great time. I tell you, when you can hang out with just Cowboy fans, you're hanging out in a bar, Big Tim, he was in one of the videos that I did. Great guy. And we had a lot of fun. And great Cowboy fans. It's definitely a good time. And let's see what we got here. I don't want to talk about the draft, man. Ultra's always talking about the draft. I don't want to talk about the draft. Ultra, I'm going to have you on the show talking about the draft as soon as this season's over. Hopefully it's in late February. Now, the question that people, I got a text from some friends that said, hey, Cowboys go to the Super Bowl. Are you going? That's going to be very difficult. That's a lot of scuttle, and I don't think I can justify paying that much. Now, if someone wants to donate some funds to your boy to have him go out there and want to take me with you, if you got an extra ticket, I'll be happy to oblige and I'll split all the expenses with you if you want to do that. But man, it's going to be tough. Yeah, the only word we got on Gilmore shoulder, Steven said he was in a sling, moving it around a little bit. So it's going to be interesting, and hopefully he's okay. Dan Cilio. Now, Ultra, Dan Cilio is from the U, so I always got to give some love for Dan Cilio. And yeah, no bottle of champagne. No bottle of champagne. We ain't popping no corks. This is the Division East Championship title, whatever you want to call it. We're happy with that, but we got our goals are set up higher. You know that, Frank. We need to get past that first round, because there's rumor has it that my man in Germany might be chartering his own Learjet heading over to AT&T, making that big journey. And if he goes, your boy's got to go. There's no excuse if he's going to make it that far, then I better make it. You guys better do the same. So it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, we could do a Super Bowl party in Tampa. That's an option. Hang out in the cave, watch the Super Bowl, have a good time. But man, I don't know, man. Being at the game might be pretty cool. But I know Cuts by Jones, he's going to be up there at AT&T. We just got to handle our business first. Take care of the Packers. What concerns you? I'd ask you guys, because maybe you guys have been following the Packers more than me. I hear, Love, and I hear he's been playing well. What concerns you about the Packers? How's their defense? I know they got who's it? Adam Jones. Is it Adam Jones? Am I getting it mixed up? The running back, at least if he's still there. I remember he used to torch us. I don't even know if he's still a big part of their team anymore. I got to go watch some tapes and some games on the Packers, because I'm just not as familiar with the Packers. My buddy's a Packer fan. I guess I'm going to have to make a phone call to him to see what he thinks about it. But the main thing is we just got to go out and play Cowboys football, play the way that we do at home traditionally. The Detroit game, some people say it was close. I was there. It shouldn't have been as close as it was. We kind of made some mental mistakes. We obviously fumbled the ball in there. So, it should be Aaron Jones. Is that it? Aaron Jones. Adam Jones was the other guy, right? So Pac-Man Jones I'm thinking of. So we got Aaron Jones there. He killed me on my fantasy league one year. I said I'd never draft him again. We're better on both sides of the ball. Thank you, Frank. Ultra is always in the know with this stuff. I don't see the Packers secondary holding up against us. Their O-line has issues at well. Well, that doesn't bode well for them. If their offensive line has issues and their secondary is going to have trouble holding up against our receivers, that spells a long, long day for the Packers. And, of course, home field advantage for us. It's going to be interesting. I think Green Bay is going to travel. I think their fans are going to be trying to gobble up some of them tickets. So it's going to be interesting. It's a great rivalry. When I did my top 5 rivalries of football, Green Bay, it was San Francisco, Green Bay, and Pittsburgh. You can bottle them all up if you want, and it was close with all of them. There's definitely some historic rivalry there, and I say is for this Cowboys team to exercise their demons, right? So again, not to beat the dead horse, but you had the Jimmy Johnson. We always had that over our head. And now you've got the Packers. And now, you take care of the Packers. And who do you have next? So there's going to be some really good opportunities. Maybe it's Detroit in the second round where we finally, we take care of them and tell all those other people that can't quit crying to shut the hell up and take care of them. So it's going to be a lot of fun, man. Playoff football is nothing better. College football playoffs are great, but NFL playoffs, man, to me, there's just nothing like it, man. There's just nothing like it. So wanted to drop in. Didn't want to be too long because I definitely want to watch the Miami Bills game. Who do you guys got winning for that game? You guys still hanging out? Make sure if you're new, hit that like, subscribe, share. I didn't even do that. I was all pumped up for the game. But who do you guys got winning tonight? This is win, just like we had. Win and you win your division. But for Buffalo, I don't know if they're guaranteed a playoff spot. I think, help me out, you guys, because I hadn't seen a lot of it. But I think if Buffalo loses, they could be out of the playoffs, where Miami, I know, is guaranteed to be in. So that's going to be an interesting thing. But let me know what you're thinking about Miami. Is it 2 a.m. for Frank right now? Oh, my God. Frankie, you stayed up, though. Look at that Germany time, 2 a.m. I'm telling you what, guys, that man right there is we talk about Cowboy fans. That's one of the biggest Cowboy fans I know. When you're that, you're staying up till 2 a.m. You got to work the next day. You're traveling across country to go see the Cowboys. Man, that's when I talk about Cowboys being the world's team. That's what we're talking about. And definitely, Big Lou, we are pulling for the Dolphins, man. I want to see the Dolphins win. And see, now watching the game, headed to troll some pigeons. Well, Ultra, you are the best at it, man. You are the best at it. Buffalo needs to win. That's what I thought. Buffalo needs to win. Oh, no, they're in now. Jacksonville lost. Okay, there we go. We're getting some conflicting stories, so everything is good. So Cowboys Nation, we are going to be live tomorrow. We got the national championship game, so it might be an abbreviated show. I just wanted to pop in, man, just to kind of celebrate with you guys a little bit. Feel good. Walk out with your chest out. If you have any Eagle fans that talk shit to you all year, now's your chance to spit it back in their face, because I have this feeling that they're going to be done sooner than later. Sooner than later. Tampa didn't look that great, but Philly, from everything I've seen, especially the last few weeks, they've looked terrible. So Cowboys Nation, just wanted to pop in, show some love, show some appreciation. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, share. We got some great shows. I know Kelly K9, he's woofing it up. I got to go see what he said post-game, but I'm sure he had some good words for everybody. Hopefully he cleaned it up a little bit. But I appreciate all the support, guys. You guys take care. Have a good evening. Peace out. We run the East. Don't forget that.
Haters, I just want to tell you, I promise you this above all else. I am now going to be more obnoxious, more overbearing, and I'm going to make you all learn to love it, because you'll have no choice. You understand that, Eagles fans? You guys are through. You're finished. You're washed